In this problem, he is asking to find the value of e power minus t into del dash of t. Integration minus to infinity to infinity e power minus t d by dt of del of t, which you can write it as integration of minus infinity to infinity minus 1 d by dt of e power minus t into del of t. By differentiating e power minus t, you will get minus of e power minus t into del of t. Minus 1 into minus e power minus t gives e power minus t into del of t. Here t is replaced by 0. So e power minus 0, you will get answer as 1. In this problem, he had used this property x of t into d power n by dt power n into del of t is equals to minus 1 whole power n d power n by dt power n x of t into dt. Find the energy of a signal. X of t is equals to minus 3 triangle t minus 4 by 4. Here 4 is the time constant t and minus 3 is the amplitude, and t minus 4 represents the center is at 4. In triangle t by tau, width will be 2 times the triangle. So energy formula is minus infinity to infinity x of t whole square into dt. Here it consists of two triangles which was separated by a center point 4. So he have wrote the slope equation for half of the triangle, that you will get it as x of t is equals to minus 3 by 4 into t. Now he substituted in energy, you can write it as, when two triangles are of same width, 2 into integration 0 to 4 minus 3 by 4 t whole square into dt, twice the area. You will get answer by substituting the values. You will get answer as 24. Or else there is a shortcut to find the energy of a triangle, that is 2 by 3 a square tau. Here tau is 4, a square is 3 square 9, so 2 by 3 into 9 into 4. You will get answer as 24. Here x of t is given as r into t plus 2 minus r into t plus 1 minus r into t minus 1 plus r into t minus 2. He is saying to find the value of energy. You can draw the signal as shown in the figure x of t. To find energy, you have two same width type triangles on the left hand side and right hand side. So area of a triangle, you can write it as 2 times the area of a one triangle, that is 2 times 0 to 1 x square into dt, where x is 1 by 1 into t, which is slope, plus minus 1 to 1 into 1 square into dt. You will get it as 8 by 3 joules. Or by using the shortcut, you can find the energy of a signal in a simple way. First, you should remember the energy of a triangle will be minus tau to tau, and its energy will be 2 by 3 a square tau, and a energy of a square signal will be a square tau. But square width is from minus t by 2 to t by 2, and triangle is from minus t to t. Here the square has minus t by 2 to t by 2. You will get 1 when you will divide 2 by 2, you will get 1. So area energy of a triangle square is a square tau. Here tau is equals to 2. So 1 into 2 you will get it as 2 plus area of a triangle is 2 by 3 a square tau. Here 2 by 3 into a square is 1 into tau is 1 because from 1 to 2 the width is 1. So by adding energy of a square and triangle you will get 2 plus 2 by 3 you will get 8 by 3. Find the sequence from the mathematical expression. Here x of n is given as 3u into n plus 2 minus 4u of n plus 1 plus 3u of n minus 4u of n minus 1 plus 6u of n minus 2 minus 4u of n minus 3. Now by keep 3 as it is. Now by adding 3 to minus 4 you will get minus 1, and by adding minus 1 to 3 you will get 2, and by adding 2 to minus 4 you will get minus 2, and by adding minus 2 to 6 you will get 4, and by adding 4 to minus 4 you will get 0. So the sequence is 3 minus 1 2 minus 2 4 0. Is asking to find the time period of x of t, where x of t is given as mod of sin t plus cos t. By seeing mod of sin t we can say period is pi. Mod of sin t acts as a full wave rectifier in power electronics, and time period of cos t is 2 pi. So time period of cos t is 2 pi and time period of sin t is pi. By taking LCM of pi comma 2 pi you will get LCM as 2 pi, which is the time period of x of t. So remember, mod of sin t acts as a full wave rectifier which have a time period of pi, and cos t have a time period of 2 pi. To calculate the RMS value of 2 sin t plus 4 cos t minus 60. So to convert cos to sin, add 90 degrees. You will get 2 sin t plus 4 sin t plus 30. Usually we will do mistakes by making sin t plus 30 as sin a plus b formula. Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. Instead of doing like this, you can directly find RMS value under root of 2 by root 2 whole square plus 4 by root 2 whole square plus 2 times the RMS value of first one and RMS value of second one into cos 30. So directly you can write RMS formula as a square plus b square plus 2ab cos of angle. A and B are the RMS values. By calculating this you will get RMS value as 4.114. System with input x of n, output y of n is equals to cos of n pi of x of n. The system is, as cos is a non-linear, so it is a non-linear system, and y of n depends on x of n, so present values, so it is a causal, and the maximum value of cosine is lies between minus 1 to 1, so bounded output, so it is stable. So it is non-linear, causal and stable system where cosine is an even function and non-linear function. Here he is asking about the causality, linearity and time invariant. As output depends upon the future values, it is non-causal, and integration, which is nothing but sum, and differentiation, which is nothing but difference, these are linear. Now he took argument of x of t 2t as constant. Then tau is equals to k by 2. Dou tau is equals to dk by 2. When you substitute the limits, you will get limits as minus infinity to 2t. If the coefficient of t is anything other than 1, then it is time variant. Consider a discrete time system with input x of n and output y of n. The input-output relationship y of n is equals to x of n into x of n minus 3 is asking about the memory and invertibility. Here y of n is equals to x of n into x of n minus 3. It is memory. It has memory and it is non-invertible. How do you know it is non-invertible is, suppose in case if you take y of 3, you will get x of 3 and x of 0. If somehow x of 0 is 0, then product of 0 you will get y3 of 0. So overall you will get output as 0 and we cannot recover output. If we cannot recover any output, then the system is non-invertible. We cannot recover x of 3 from y of 3, so it is non-invertible. He is asking about the convolution e power minus t u of t convolved with u of t plus 5. You can write integration minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus t minus tau u of t minus tau u of tau plus 5 into d tau. U of t minus tau represents the value exists only for tau less than t. U of tau plus 5 represents the value exists for tau greater than 5. So finally the value exists from minus 5 to t e power minus t minus tau into d tau. So by calculating the integration, you will get y of t is equals to 1 minus e power minus t plus 5 u of t plus 5. The Fourier series coefficient of x of t sine of 2t plus pi by 3. This is in the form of sine of a plus b. Sine of a plus b is equals to sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. X of t is equals to sine of pi by 3 is equals to 1 by 2. So e power j 2t minus e power minus j 2t by 2j into 1 by 2. You will get 1 by 4j. So taking e power j 2t as common, you will get 1 by 4j plus root 3 by 4 plus root 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4j into e power minus j 2t. Here e power 1 into j 2t into e power minus 1 into j 2t. So e power 1 gives c1 and e power minus 1 gives minus c1. By substituting those values in summation n is equals to minus infinity to infinity minus 1 whole power n cn, you will get c of minus n minus 1 power minus 1 plus c of 1 minus 1 power 1. So minus, if you take common, c of minus 1 plus c of 1, you will get minus root 3 by 2. If dn is the Fourier series in polar form and cn is the coefficient of Fourier series in exponential form, then relationship between dn and cn is, directly you can remember this, dn is equals to 2 times mod of cn. Fourier series coefficient of a signal x of t is ck. What will be the Fourier series coefficient of a signal x of 0.5t plus x of t minus 0.5 x conjugate of minus 2t? By scaling, the Fourier series coefficient remains same. That's why x of 0.5t will be ck. By shifting t minus 0.5, exponentially Fourier series coefficient also gets shifted by negative term ck into e power minus jk omega naught into 0.5. Now by x of 2t ck will be ck, by x of minus 2t ck will be minus ck, by x conjugate of minus 2t ck will be c conjugate of minus k will be c conjugate k. So by writing overall equation you will get ck plus into 1 plus e power minus j 0.5 k omega naught plus c conjugate k. The Hilbert transform of x of t is equals to 1 by pi t is, Hilbert transform of x of t is equals to x of t convolved with 1 by pi t, that is 1 by pi t convolved with 1 by pi t. As we know, signum of t is equals to 2 by j omega. Now replace omega with t and t with minus omega and multiply with 2 pi. You will get 2 by jt is 2 pi into signum of minus omega. Here 2 gets cancelled. 1 by j pi t is equals to minus signum of omega. 1 by pi t is equals to minus j into signum of omega. Now Hilbert transform of 1 by pi t convolved with 1 by pi t is minus j into signum of omega whole square. You will get j square minus j square signum of omega, signum square of omega. Minus j square value is minus 1 and signum square omega is equals to 1. We know inverse transform of minus 1 is minus del of t. Therefore answer is minus del of t. In this problem, he is asking to find the Fourier transform for the given signal. X of t is given. It's x of t, it is a ramp signal. By differentiating ramp, you will get step signal. So d by dt of x of t you will get as the graph as like this. Now he convert it into impulse responses. Here del of t is equals to 1. Del of t minus t naught is e power minus j omega t naught. Here y of omega he wrote in exponential form as e power j4 omega minus 2 into e power j3 omega plus e power j2 omega minus e power minus j2 omega plus 2 into e power minus j3 omega minus e power minus j4 omega. So finally you will get it as 2j sin 4 omega minus 4j sin 3 omega plus 2j sin 2 omega. Here y of t, it is written as double derivation d squared by dt square into x of t, where y of omega is equals to j omega whole square into x of omega, where x of omega is equals to 1 by j omega whole square into y of omega. So you will get finally 2 by j omega square sin 4 omega minus sin 2 sin 3 omega plus sin 2 omega. In this question he is asking about the convolution. Sinc alpha t convolved with sinc alpha t is equals to a sinc alpha t. He is asking what is the value of a. So the value of a is 1 by alpha. So when you convolve sinc alpha t with sinc alpha t, you will get 1 by alpha square into rectangle of f by alpha. Its inverse Fourier transform is 1 by alpha into sinc of alpha t. In the same way, here a sinc alpha t convolved with b sinc beta t. You will get ab by k sinc of pt, where k is the maximum of alpha and beta and p is the minimum of alpha and beta. Here denominator gets maximum value and argument gets minimum value. To find the partial fractions by using Laplace transform, use this formula. In this, f of s is given as 1 by s plus a whole power n into s plus b. So to find coefficient of 1 by s plus a whole power n, write s plus a whole power n into f of s as s tends to minus a. To find coefficient of 1 by s plus a whole power n minus 1, write d by ds, first derivative of s plus a whole power n into f of s, where s tends to minus a. Signal x of t is equals to e power minus 2t into u of t. It is passed to an ideal low pass filter with cutoff frequency 1 radians per second. What is the output energy? Y of omega is equals to x of j omega into h of j omega, where x of j omega you can write it as 1 by 2 plus j omega. H of omega, it is an ideal low pass filter with cutoff frequency 1 radians per second. Energy formula is equals to 1 by 2 pi integration minus omega c to omega c y of j omega whole square into d omega. By writing the following equation, you will get 1 by 2 pi integration minus 1 to 1 by 4 plus omega square. Now you can write Ey is equals to 1 by 2 pi integration minus 1 to 1 by 4 plus omega square. So integration 1 by 4 plus omega square, you can write it as 1 by 2 tan inverse omega by 2 minus 1 to 1. By substituting the values, you will get answer as 0.073 joules. Determine the ROC of a signal x of t, where x of t is given as u of t minus 2. Here you can write Laplace transform as integration minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus st into dt. Here shifting does not affect the ROC, while scaling and reversal affects the ROC. So you can write u of t minus 2 is integration from 2 to infinity e power minus st into dt. You will get e power minus 2s by s. As real part of s tends to infinity, e power minus s2 into s infinity gives 0. So s is greater than 0. So option D is right answer, as the real part of s greater than 0, excluding real part of s is equals to infinite only. Is determine the ROC of a signal x of t, as x of t is given as e power j omega t into u of t. ROC depends only upon the magnitude of x of t but not on x of t. As we find out magnitude of x of t, you will get magnitude of u of t. So from this problem we can conclude that complex exponential signals like e power j omega naught t does not affect the ROC in Laplace transform. In this problem he has given x of t, p of t. P of t you can write it as u of t minus u of t minus tau. So you can write p of s in Laplace transform as 1 minus e power minus st. For a periodic function of a period 2t, x of s can be written as p of s by 1 minus e power minus s into 2t time period. Here now by writing x of s is equals to p of s by 1 minus e power minus s into 2t, 2t e power 1 minus e power minus 2st, you can write it as 1 plus e power minus st into 1 minus e power minus st, so that you will get x of s is equals to 1 by s into 1 plus e power minus st. Here x of t is given as 2 root t by pi, where x of s is s power minus 3 by 2, where y of t is equals to 1 by under root pi t. Y of s is how much? Here he have written 2 power t, 2 into t power 1 by 2 by root pi into t. 1 by t represents integration, that is from s to infinity, and s is replaced by lambda power minus 3 by 2. By doing integration, you will get it as 2 by root s, and numerator t power 1 by 2 will get cancelled, and you will get 2 by root pi t is 2 by root s. He is asking about 1 by root pi t. 2 gets cancelled, and you will get answer as 1 by root s. Find unilateral transform of x of t, where x of t is e power minus t plus 1 u of t plus 1. It is as u of t valid from 0 to infinity. You can write integration 0 to infinity x of t e power minus st into dt. So take outside e power minus 1 and write integration 0 to infinity e power minus st into e power minus t into dt. E power minus 1 e power minus of s plus 1 into t by s plus 1. You will get e power minus 1 by s plus 1. Find z transform of x of n. X of n is minus 1 by 2 whole power n u of minus n minus 1 plus minus 3 whole power minus n u of minus n minus 1. This is in the form of minus a power n u of minus n minus 1. You can write it as z by z minus a. When it is in the form of a power n u of minus n minus 1, you will write it as minus z by z minus a. Here it is in the form of 1 minus 1 by 2 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. So you will write it as minus z by z plus 1 by 2, where z is less than 1 by 2, minus 3 whole power minus n. You will write it as minus 1 by 3 whole power n u of minus n minus 1. You will write minus z by z plus 1 by 3, where z is less than 1 by 3. So ROC will be outside the outermost pole. ROC will be z1. We will draw graph by taking 1 by 3 and 1 by 2, where z is less than 1 by 2, z is less than 1 by 3. So ROC will be innermost pole. Inside the innermost pole, that is z less than 1 by 3. X of n is equals to 2 power minus n u of minus n. You can write 2 power minus n as 1 by 2 whole power n u of minus n. As you may know, 2 power n un is z by z minus 2, where z is greater than 2. X of n, z transform is x of z. X of minus n, z transform is x of 1 by z, where 1 by z is greater than a, z is less than 1 by a. Here question is given as 2 power minus n u of minus n. That is nothing but x of minus n. That is x of n. If you write it as x of minus n, you can write it as 2 power n u of n, and z is replaced by 1 by z. 1 by z by 1 by z minus 2, 1 minus 2z, where z is less than 1 by 2. Here x of n is given, and it is replaced by x of minus n. Z transform of x of n is equals to 2 power n by 3 u of n by 3. X of n is x of z. X of n by k is x of z power k, where z power k is greater than a, where z is less than a power 1 by k. Here 2 power n un is z by z minus 2, where z is greater than 2. 2 power n by 3 u of n by 3 can be written as z cube divided by z cube minus 2, where z cube is greater than 2. X of z is 1 by 1 minus z power minus 3. He is asking to find x of n, where x of n is causal sequence. Before seeing this problem, there is one identity we should remember. There is a formula 1 by 1 minus a. You can write it as summation n is equals to 0 to infinity a power n, where magnitude of a must be less than 1. Here a is z power minus 3. So you can write summation n is equals to 0 to infinity a power n, that is nothing but z power minus 3 whole power n, that is z power minus 3n. By substituting the values n is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, you will get 1 plus z power minus 3 plus z power minus 6 plus z power minus 9, so on. So x of 0 is 1 and x of 3 implies z power minus 3, that is 1 coefficient, and x of 6 also you will get it as 1. So here you have to remember the main identity. If it is in the form of 1 by 1 minus a and magnitude of a is less than 1, you can write x of z as summation n is equals to 0 to infinity a power n un. Find convolution of x of n, which is u of n convolved with u of n. U of n you can write it as z by z minus 1. When u of n convolved with u of n, there will be multiplication in z transform. You will get z square by z minus 1 whole square. Z square by z minus 1 whole square, you can divide it into z into z by z minus 1 whole square. So according to the z transform, n into u of n is equals to z by z minus 1 whole square, and there is a shifting in n domain. So that is n plus 1 into u of n plus 1. Also you can write it as n plus 1 into u of n. Problem also is in the same form. A power n un, you can write it as z by z minus a. By multiplication 2 times, you will get z square by z minus a whole square. You can write it as z by a into az, multiply and divide with a, z by a into az by z minus a whole square. Az by z minus a whole square, you can write it as n into a power n un. So x of n you can write it as 1 by a, z coefficient, z power is 1. So add 1 to n plus 1 into a power n plus 1 u of n plus 1. You can write it as n plus 1 a power n into u of n also. In this problem he is asking to calculate the initial value and the final value of a signal of z transform. Initial value you can find by x of 0 is equals to limit z tends to infinity x of z, which you will get as 0. And final value you can calculate x of infinity is equals to the limit z tends to 1 into 1 z minus 1 into x of z. But here pole is at z is equals to minus 2, which is the outside of the unit circle. So it is unstable system and final value theorem cannot be applied. A signal x of t is with Nyquist rate omega naught. Then what is the Nyquist rate of x of t into cos omega naught t? Multiplication in time domain will result to convolution in frequency domain. convolution in frequency domain means we will add the frequencies. Here x of t has a maximum Nyquist rate of omega naught, and cos omega naught t has a maximum Nyquist rate, maximum frequency of omega naught by 2. That is the maximum frequency of cos omega naught 2. So here maximum frequency is omega naught plus omega naught by 2. You will get 3 by 2 omega naught. We know Fs is equals to 2 times Fm, omega s is equals to 2 times omega m. So 2 times omega m is 3 by 2 omega naught, which is 3 omega naught. The minimum sampling frequency of signal 2.3 into 10 square sine cube 300t convolved with 1.6 into 10 cube into sine square 600t. To avoid aliasing, what must be the frequency? See, here convolution in time domain leads to multiplication in the frequency domain. Here it is given for sine sinc 300t, we have a maximum frequency we will consider in rectangular function, that is 150 Hz. But here he is giving sinc cube 300t, so 3 times 150 Hz you will get 450 Hz. Sinc square 600 Hz, that is maximum frequency is 300 and it is square, so you will get maximum frequency of 600 Hz. So now this convolution leads to multiplication in the frequency domain. So here maximum frequency is, when there is a multiplication in frequency domain, we will take the minimum value, that is 450 Hz, that is Fs is 2 times Fm, you will get 900 Hz. So convolution in time domain leads to multiplication in frequency domain. In multiplication you will take the minimum value of frequency.